You know, no matter what you're going through, when you get that W, you feeling right. Let's get it. Let's go.
Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. We gon' ride out. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. We gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White of rap for the beat, though.
Hey, welcome back to the home of original sports perspective from our couch to yours. This is your couch rider, Raven Jermaine Lockett saying, hey, I like dub Mondays. We need to keep it going. Let me get some more dubs up in here, please. It's a beautiful win. It's a beautiful win, just about as beautiful as you people in the room. So please hit the like button, hit subscribe, and smack the bell so you know when it's going down. Hey, let's see who we have in the room right here. Wilbert is here. He is the first on the scene. And you know why? It's because he knows what is coming up this weekend. He knows that the Ravens get to take on the Browns. We get to go over, touchdown into Cleveland. We get some chili mac. We probably going to give it right back. But there's some chili mac probably there waiting on us. And they hosting us as we come in, wipe our feet at the door, and try not to get caught in the trap game. What's good, Wilbert? Big Red says, no, he not cooking. That is all. I mean, y'all saw the topic of the show. We'll get to that in just a second, but let's just take a look at it in here in a minute. But what we're gonna do is, well, first we're gonna say what people were saying here. He says, please beat us so bad that they start Sanders. I think a lot of people want Sanders, and I think that coach is just a little bit stubborn right now. It's Stefanski, right? He's like not really feeling starting Sanders. And I don't know if he's been paid by the league to make sure that Sanders stays in a hole, but that's what it feels like right now. There's a lot of hate going on with that young man. I'm hoping that he's able to see the light of day, just not Sunday. Because if he does, we already know some of Sanders' tendencies. He tends to hold on to the ball a little bit too long, and that could be lights out with this Ravens pressure coming. It could be another situation like J.J. McCarthy was in this past weekend. Believe it. Big Red says, I'm sorry. Why everybody think we okay because we beat some terrible teams. I'll get to that too. All right. So before we jump into all that, each show, just so y'all know, when you're not hitting the like button and hitting the subscribe, you're missing out on the fun that we have as far as the show. When it first starts, we talk about our moment of controversy. And today's moment, this one is it could probably go one way, it could go another. Who knows? What are your thoughts on the 4-day work week? 4-day work week. We know Monday is a highly celebrated, hated holiday. It should be a holiday itself because everybody hates Mondays worldwide. Why? Because we know that is the day that we need to go back to work. Now, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of people already grinding on Saturday, Sunday. You got to grind for your family. But yes, for the blue-collar, regular work week person, the 5-day work week is a little troublesome because Monday comes around and all that drama that has been waiting on you since Friday evening when somebody decided to work a little late. They hit your inbox with it that Monday morning and all heck breaks loose. So it's like you're hoping that you can call in. Some people do. The people that don't care about nobody else in the office, they're like, hey, I'm calling in. I'm calling in, And then you stuck doing not only your job, but you're doing somebody else's job on Monday morning. You still got to deal with that drama from Friday night because, President Business decided to send that one email that stirred up a hornet's nest because they had one thing to add and they put on there, I don't mean to bother nobody this late at night. But then they really did. And they put that massive ask right on you and your friends. And your friend is like, or your coworker is like, nah, man, I ain't about that life. So versus having to deal with a Snuffy over here calling in on Monday morning while you grinding, let's just make Monday a holiday. Let's make Monday a holiday and make it a little bit easier on everybody. You can deal with that stuff on Tuesday. Get that one extra day. It's good for the economy because if people are at home, people are spending. If people are at home, guess what? The electric bill is going up. So companies are benefiting. People are shopping on Amazon. People are going out to dinner. This will boost more money for the economy if you are spending because you are at home versus being on the grind going to work. People put more gas in the car during the day because they're prepping for Tuesday when they got to go in. It's basically a lot of people observe the Sabbath day and they try to keep it holy. So you're not spending money really on Sunday, but on Monday, they got that extra day. Then money's going to be spent. Money's going to be put into the economy. So that's one side of the house there. Monday makes it a little bit less stressful if you get it off and then you get to go in on Tuesday. But here's the thing. I mean, even if they gave us Monday off, I'm probably going to use that day to grind because I'm like already in that mode like, hey, let's go get money. If they're going to pay me for 4 days or pay me for 5 days and I'm only working 4, I'm going to grind somewhere else to get that extra little taste, that extra little bit of money. Or if I want, I'm gonna be right here, be grinding on this YouTube. So just know it'll be clean. Ain't no dirty grinding going on. Let's see what y'all got to say here. When it comes to the 4-day work week, Brooke is here. Guess who's not here? I think I sent him the link. I truly did believe I sent him the link. Let's see. Check my sent items real quick. It was the last thing I sent. Yep, it got sent. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you see Cameroon, go and pull him over. Give him an escort to the house. Let him know he need to be here. Let's see. Going back a couple comments ago before we started, the Greg says Stefanski didn't want Sanders. The GM did, and that's why they drafted him. The GM is trying to force him to play Sanders. That's just any bad organization. You're going to see like, hey, I drafted these guys. You need to be playing my guys. I mean, we've seen that he went to Baltimore Ravens. There was a guy drafted, and Harbaugh decided he wanted to stick with his guy. And then week 9, he realized, my job's on the line. I should probably roll with the guy that they really pushed on me. What's up, bro? Jay Rooning back. Do me a favor, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and smack the bell, man. We're glad to have you here. All right, excuse me just a second. I got to wet the whistle, man. Got to wet the whistle. Jacqueline Sanchez, the Oberon. Subscribe, smack the bell. They say hello. Big Red says, oh, nah. I don't do other people's jobs. It just waits for them to come back. Amen. Jacob said, hey. Oh, man. You subscribe to me? We definitely waving. Everybody in the room, say hello to Jay Rooney, running back. Anyway, so we on this 4-day work week business, right? Like I said, the other side of the house is people going to use that opportunity to still grind. They may still want to grind for that 5th day or that 6th day. They may still have to grind for that 5th day or 6th day. So will it even really matter to some of the blue class workers out there? John, you clicked on it. You didn't even know what the channel is about, man. It's about the Baltimore Ravens. I know you see it right behind me right here. This is what we rock here. Somebody fill him in. Fill this man in. Anyway, 4-day work week. Some people may be for it because like they just can't stand Mondays, and I know that's a universally hated thing. Other people gonna grind anyway. But also, not everyone is a salary worker. You have hourly workers. And like I said, they're going to want their hours. unless you pay them more per hour for those people working 4 hour week or a 4-day week. It could be a huge item of controversy. Anyway, so y'all came here for Baltimore Ravens, and I'm going to give you Baltimore Ravens. Post-Vikings game thoughts. The Baltimore Ravens are set on beating up bad teams. It's just what we've been doing this year. When it came to the contenders, let's just call it what it is. When it came to the Bills, our defense did not show up. The offense did. We lost. When it came to the Chiefs, we lost pretty big. When it came to the Lions, we got people telling the Baltimore Ravens fans that they run this. And he like Amon-Ra St. Brown's full on, like, let us have a earful when he scored a touchdown on us and they beat us. It looked pretty bad. Chiefs full on beat. I'm talking about belt to butt. You know what I'm saying? BTB gave us the business. Lost Lamar for a little bit. Should have won the daggone Rams game because the defense finally got their stuff together. But here we are. We're rolling. We're beating up on bad teams, though. Let's just call it what it is. Beat the Dolphins. Beat the Bears. Just beat the Vikings. We coming. It's just going to take a little bit by a little bit. We slowly getting there. So bad teams we beat on. Browns won the game. Dolphins won the game. Bears won the game. Vikings won the game. Looked pretty good against the Vikings. This defense really stepped it up. But let's just call a spade a spade. I ain't never seen a team that wanted to beat themselves so badly to have 7 false starts, 13 total penalties in the game, over 100 yards of penalties in the game. It is insane how bad the Vikings want to beat themselves. They had 3 turnovers. It should have been 4 turnovers. One of them should have been an interception. It just that stupid replay crap. I still think it was a catch. But when you got 2 picks, and they were ridiculous picks. 2 picks and 1 forced fumble turns into 13 points for the Baltimore Ravens. It's pretty bad. You can definitely tell that they did not want that game. You can see our defense, they added a lot of pressure. They're very good at making bad quarterbacks look bad. And here's another opportunity to make more bad quarterbacks look bad this weekend. But before I get into the Browns, let's just go ahead and take a look at the Baltimore Ravens. We were 2-5 in the red zone. We got to finish things. The offense did not look as crisp as we would want them to be, but we do need to give the credit to the Vikings defense. You could see many times that they were giving the Raven a little bit of trouble. They're giving us some trouble. Lamar could not see guys getting open. So, of course, it wasn't a Jackson 5 type of performance. It wasn't a dominant performance that we were expecting, but it was enough. And we have to thank somebody because of that. And y'all saw the title of the show. I am not going to say this dude is cooking, but I am going to say he's an assistant in the kitchen. The main guys that are cooking are the players right now. Y'all got to give a little bit of props to Zach Orr. You've got to recognize that Zach has turned this defense around. And sure, there was a lot of people in the kitchen at the time. You got a sous chef. You got all these different guys working to make sure this defense is on point. He's calling consultants. He's phoning friends. He's over here probably taking a vote or something like that. Probably up in the daggone We Are the Ravens flock, getting some coaching, getting cursed out from everybody up in there. But it came out, and he put this team together, and they had a decent performance. And you've seen players at positions that you're not normally seeing them in. You're seeing Roquan Smith over here at Will instead of Mike a couple of times. You're seeing Buchanan swapping with him to be in the Mike. It looked a little different. You see Kyle Hamilton at nickel, at safety, at outside linebacker. You seeing this dude every single place you could possibly put him. Heck, this dude would probably be a defensive tackle if you gave him the opportunity. He was making plays. He was getting pressure. You see Nate Wiggins. He wants to travel with guys, so sometimes he gets caught peeking in the backfield. One thing I did notice was that he was playing pretty far off the ball. There was a few times he played pretty far off the ball, and it was a screen pass, and it was like 7 yards gained off of that. I think that this guy's one of the elite speed guys in the league. Why are you playing that far off the ball? I get wanting to take advantage of peeking into the backfield, but if you see that they're throwing short passes, step up, young man. Step up. So when it comes to the Ravens defense, though, overall, we're looking at a squad. I mean, Gilman was definitely a great addition to this team. And you can see Jones getting the pressure. You could definitely see Mike Green getting the pressure. McCarthy may not have been sacked but once by Travis Jones, but you saw the pressure continue there, and that's what caused the mistakes on the back end. We need that type of stuff going into Cleveland this weekend. We need that. So with that said, I'm going to close the book on the Vikings and open it up on the Browns. Any comments about that before we move forward? Brooks says, I'm so mad we didn't beat the Bills, but the Dolphins did. Yeah. The thing about the Dolphins, you don't know. It's a box of chocolates with them. You don't know what you're going to get when it comes to Miami Dolphins. You have excellent running backs there. You have pretty darn good receivers there. You got a quarterback when he's not hurt. He's able to make some pretty good throws and make pretty good decisions. So and of course, I think their defense is decent. So when it comes to the Miami Dolphins, like I said, any given Sunday, anybody can catch it. But just like we could catch it against the Browns. I got a guy in this room right now who probably remembers a certain score, and he's probably gonna bring it up sometime during this show and put it on the screen. He probably might even pay for it to put the daggone thing on the screen about a score from a few years ago that he's still holding on to like it was his Super Bowl. Anywho, what I'm saying is we cannot look past Cleveland. We got to look at Cleveland, square in the mouth, and recognize that this is a team that does not allow teams to run on them. This is a team that allows 3.6 yards per carry. That is second in the league, only allowing 1,600 yards. Only allowing 1,681 yards in the air, and that's second ranked in the league. They are second ranked in the league as far as yards per carry at 3.6. This is a defense that does not mess around. If they actually had a quarterback, they will be balling, winning games. I don't know what happened last Sunday. I talked to a little bit about this yesterday on the show as I went live for a couple seconds. When it comes to a team who had a full-on fire sale of players. They got 3 draft picks back. They gave up one of the top defensive tackles in the league. They gave up probably arguably one of the best corners in the league still, and Sauce Gardner. Quentin Williams is a Cowboy. It looked like they were like, hey, we're done. We're done with this year. We're not about winning. What do? They go out and they beat the Cleveland Browns. This is a team that is beatable, but we cannot look past them. Just because the Jets did it doesn't mean we can do it. Am I saying we can't do it? No, we did it once this year already. All I'm saying is we don't need to look past this team because they got some dogs. We cannot, for one, let Judkins get busy. This dude has 561 yards on the season, 5 touchdowns. Dog. 4 yards per carry. I know I just said 3.6 yards is what they were allowing, but imagine letting this guy get 4 yards per carry every time they decide to just lean on the run because the quarterbacks are so trash. And when it comes to trash quarterbacks, who do trash quarterbacks go to as a security blanket? Who do they go to? I know who I go to when things go wrong. Mr. Reliable. Mr. Cam Rue. Yeah, what's good, man?
What's up, man?
Chilling.
Oh, boy. A lot of work. What's happening?
Chilling, man. Just saying, I just talked about the end of the Vikings game. If you got any final thoughts there, we can go back for a second.
I got one final thought. So I'm going to be the negative Nancy. And it's called work, Brooke. It's called work. Some of it's stupid. All right? No. I got one thought.
You say you're late.
Yeah, that's why I said that. What's up to everybody? Got one thought. Our guards are trash. Period. Everything else I love. We can't
Dot period.
because we cannot push. We can't push the pocket. We can't push. They get no push. Your guards, you making Linderbaum look horrible because Linderbaum trying to take up a Falele or take up a Voorhees. I was watching what Coach Sip put up, Sip Tally. Shout out to him. And I mean, he went into the synonyms about how bad 77 was. I said, oh no. I said, oh
Yeah,
man,
he's pretty bad.
we look up some things for him, and then he put some tape out, and I'm like,
And I think he's paying somebody at PFF.
I thought Voorhees was getting better. He looked like he digressed again.
Yeah, I think he's paying somebody at PFF because they keep trying to give him a decent grade. Whenever they go evaluate the offensive lineman, I'm sitting here, I'm like, the tape don't lie. The tape is telling us differently. Yet you got somebody at PFF over here, must be friends with Daniel. And
their PFF grade got to be still in the 40s, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't make any type of change there, we are not going.
Yeah, it's time. I mean, Emory Jones is there. Why not put him in? Like, I don't get that. I don't understand that.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, you're not going
to
nobody gonna give him a deal. Nobody gonna give him a long contract. You're gonna get a proven contract from somebody. Voorhees is not getting better. So don't sit up there and say that you got, you got ties to both. It wasn't a true competition. I really think if they just wanted a comp pick, they would have at least given Ben Cleveland an opportunity.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's getting so bad that Warriors is getting away with being worse. So it's just just a hot mess.
Horrible, bro. Horrible. I mean,
and the thing is, we cannot afford to have this hot mess of a line when you got Myles Garrett coming up. Myles has 11 sacks on the season. 11 sacks. This team, man, they are 8th in sacks in the league. They got 27 of them. They got another guy with 4 of them on his own. Myles got 11. And I think everybody else on the team is just tagging each other in like, you go get you some, bro. You go get you some. This pressure that they have in this 4th defense that is very versatile. They like to do like what Rex Ryan was doing back in the day. Organized chaos. You don't know where this pressure is coming from. It could be a problem. Anyway, so we're going to move into our comments on the Ravens versus the Browns, man. So what I was talking about before was Judkins. We can't let him get busy. This is a running back who is he's a breakout star. I think, if it's not before the end of this year, I think he's going to have 1,000 this year, at least in my mind. That's what I'm thinking. And then next year, if they let him just be that guy, you're talking about a player who could be another Nick Chubb, and I think that's an accurate projection when it comes to this type of player. But what I was talking about was when it comes to garbage quarterbacks, who do they throw to as a security blanket more than anybody?
Talking about the tight ends.
Tight ends.
Yeah.
Tight ends. We saw with Kyle Bola for years. Ty Heat was put on the map because there was no other confident option that he wanted to throw to than Ty Heat, because garbage quarterbacks like great tight ends, or they make tight ends great. And these guys, in the last 3 weeks, they combined for 236 yards and 3 touchdowns. They were targeted 33 times in the last 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
So while, most teams are going to sit here and say, we spread the ball around like that, this is the guy, this is the duo that you have to stop. Fannin Jr. and Njoku. Njoku's got 5 touchdowns on the year. But we have to look at this combo as a dangerous, dangerous combo, because they will take advantage of us if we're not taking care of business across the middle of the field. And that requires Roquan Smith to be on his game. He's been on it lately. We just need a little bit more.
Yeah. When
it comes to Cleveland and playing mistake-free football. So last week we saw a team that gave up 13 penalties. This week we're facing another team that is the 7th most penalized team in football. So bad quarterback play, lack of discipline type team. They have 63 penalties on the year.
I'm trying to figure out how Brian Bodine got fired and Kevin Stefanski still there. I'm trying to figure it out. But
sometimes you got to have the scapegoats, or you just kick somebody else off the ship and it makes you look like I'm trying to fix things,
Yeah, I'm trying to understand it. Like, this is 2 years of straight trash. Like, I feel bad for you, Wilbur. Like,
she said Lamar better get ready to run.
Yeah, that's the hard
we just
part.
need those two to like really step it up. I don't know. They need to eat some Wheaties or whatever.
Go ahead and make that change, man. Like, this is the time to do it. I don't want to hear about. I don't care about the bar. You didn't want to do it on Falele's birthday? Okay, that's fine. You're gonna sit on. You're gonna sit right here by me. Sit right here, Nick. Sit right here by me, sir. You watch the game like I'm watching the game.
I just don't get like Cleveland or our guy Cleveland.
Yeah,
it's still in Harbaugh's basement. I don't understand it. Why find him back?
I really don't understand what they be signing for.
Yeah, I'm like, if I was Ben Cleveland, I'd have been like, thanks but no thanks, because there's gonna be teams out here. They're not gonna put me down in this basement unless Harbaugh probably makes a call. Hey, you make sure you put him deep in the basement. Don't ever let him sign him, but don't let him see the light of day.
Not even trade him. He could have.
He was like, he talked about my mama. That's what it was. I know it.
We have 10 offensive linemen on the squad. Somebody's gonna get cut because Carl Lawson needs to come up soon. So somebody got 3 weeks.
I'm hoping it's fairly. Or is everybody else on the internet saying, "Fa-la-la"?
Yeah.
When it comes to the matchups, there's a few that, of course, we've mentioned some of the characters on, but we definitely need to look at these matchups that are 3 key ones to victory here, not a trap game. Jackson versus,
I don't think any game. I don't think any game is a trap game when you still under 500. So
yeah,
you get complacent, like thinking.
Yeah, it's one of those games where you're like, all right, we're focusing on the up and up, but this could be like one little hiccup. They could be in the road. Could be one heck of one if we're not focused, if they're not taking care of business. But those matchups that matter, significant ones, of course, is Jackson versus Garrett, and that, of course, that includes the offensive line. So if Jackson can get loose like he has been able to in the past and cause that amount of frustration, then we're going to be able to see some big time plays down the field. This is the team I think they have 7 interceptions on the season. And so they do know how to get the ball turned over, but they also know how to apply that pressure. I think if the Ravens can get the ground game going, and that's another one, is just the Ravens run game versus the D line of the Browns. What are your thoughts on that?
I think we'll get it going, but this line it irks me because I think Lamar sooner or later gonna have to start playing hero ball again.
Hero ball is dangerous as heck.
Yeah.
We got the last guy who hurt Lamar still out there. It was a JOK.
Yeah, I mean, right. Lamar's been calm right now. Like even in that Miami game, he was calm. Like,
yeah, I ain't seen him like really break loose and go crazy yet.
Yeah, he's not even hitting his stride right now. I think he's slowly getting there. I know he's gonna be fired up for this game.
Oh yeah, I think he's gonna gain some confidence in that leg.
He don't like that, bro. When they have bad games like that, and the offense is not turning out any points, usually in the next week they on a different scale. So I just wish he would stop playing around. Like, you really not getting no gamesmanship by putting, saying we're gonna make a change on the offensive line. I think you get more gamesmanship by you saying like, oh well, this guy is starting, or this guy may not be playing. Like, then especially players that really matter. Like, if it was Linderbaum, then I'll be understanding like he don't want to say. Nobody cares about Falele or Voorhees, bro. They got no name. They just 77 and 72 right now.
Yep. Kind of like me when I went through basic training. It was a couple of weeks when we didn't have a name tape. It just said Air Force across our chest. We ain't had no name. It was like, man, we got a guy has no name.
They trash right now, bro. They just trash.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's just so bad watching these guys play. And what's killer is all the Twitter pundits, they find it so quickly, the mistakes. I don't know if they just like sitting there, got popcorn waiting, I'm going to snap this clip, and this is the one. But they find every single mistake these guys make.
It's like, I don't even think you got to really look because sometimes it's so obvious. Like, you could be watching the game. Like, did you see Voorhees get tossed out the club when they was on the goal line? Like, Hargraves, he tossed him right out the club, bro.
Like, I think I was watching Falele on that play where it looked like it was gonna be a tush push, and they tossed it to Lamar. He caught it with the left hand and ran up the fifth. Falele ain't blocked nobody. If he had a block 51, Lamar could have got an extra 5 yards out of that at least.
It's annoying, man. It's just annoying. How are you that big and you missing everybody? Like,
it's like we said it from the jump. This boy got bad feet.
His feet are. That's what I'm saying. Like, so I don't know. Even Warhawk is annoying me because you come up there and saying like when the coaches came up there to talk, you gonna say like, oh, we can run the ball, we can do whatever we want. Oh, they're getting better and better each week. No, they not. What tape you watching, bro? This is your specialty. You gonna sit up there and say you gonna lie to everybody? You just gonna lie to the reporters. I couldn't be a reporter, bro, because they'd probably kick me out. Like, yo, you can't even.
Because you don't set it too real up in there.
Yeah, I'm like, you gonna sit up there and lie to us, man?
Yeah.
So just because you're a coach, you gonna lie to us.
And that's the thing. It's just like they get to curve the media into good old boys inside that room.
Yeah, I'm about to get fired today. That would be my saying every time. I'm about to get fired today.
They be like, yeah, how many times we gotta kick Cam Root out of this room? I thought we talked about this. He keeps it a little too real up in here.
Sit up here and lie to us, brother. Come on, man.
Like they should feel the sweat on the podium. They should be sweating on that podium, knowing that there are tomatoes coming for them, or cabbages or whatever. Oh, Brooke says they would definitely hate her. I just think it's hilarious how they come up there and they put on I get it, they got to be the PR savvy. I think they go through a certain amount of training to be cool under pressure, but at the same time, like, give us something. Give us something. Yeah. If we've been telling you like this whole time, and I know he's been looking at the media because he gets all defensive about it. I know he's looking at who needs to go. Who needs to go? Like, I would love a little transparency, you know?
We told y'all it was going to be no one's been correct. None of you have been correct about any of this. Y'all just like, I don't know what you hold. You're not going to resign him next year.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's bothering me, bro. Like, you're not going to resign for Lele. Yeah. If you really think that you're going at this is we had a halfway mark of the season. He has not shown anything that's going to tell you that, one, you're going to get a comp pick. Number two, that he can hold up the way you need him to be. He needs to be put back at tackle. He needs to get his feet. He needs to work on his feet. He's a good backup. He's good for backup. He should not be starting. There's no way. Not for what we want to do. Whether you want to run it, they running. Why they running the stretch seam as far the stretch zone? But he's not. He's still missing people. How are you missing, bro? You messed up the doggone screen. His player made the tackle on the screen for Derrick Henry, and it's to the other side.
It's bad. I just want him to get on the podium. I want him to get on the podium and just say, "Hey guys, how's it going out there?" It just heads up. Falele is getting his ass whooped in the showers as we speak. Like, just put it like, let him know. Like he is getting the business right now. We're getting them together, y'all.
And I'm not trying to take nothing away from Minnesota's defense because I think they got a phenomenal defense. Their scheme is great, but you missing the person in front of you is like it's not possible. You missing the person in front of you, and you getting tossed out the club on a run play. It'd be different. I would almost accept you getting put. You getting pushed back on a pass play, and you getting tossed, but on a run play. You can't just hold the man for a second. He got tossed, B. He didn't even put a move on him. Hargrave lifted him up, tossed him, and went and got Henry. I said, "Oh my God, oh my God."
It's just like if they switch at least one of them out, the run game.
Somebody, give us somebody.
Let them rock paper scissors. I don't give a crap. Like let's get one of them out of there. Oh, he said, but he said it correct.
1, 2, 3, ready. Let's play. 1, 2, 3, huh?
But it's correct. He's out there looking like he's directing traffic. It's true. He's there, just like, yeah, come on over here. He's right there. He's right there.
Blocks nobody.
Yeah.
Like they gotta see the PFF grade. His metrics has gotta be the worst. Oh my God. What are we doing?
Like they need to go to the nearest Jimmy Seafood in Baltimore. Just go find them a good old, I say give him a good Italian guy at the table and be like, hey, just come with me. Yeah. You in. You starting. You right here.
Put him on defense.
There you go.
Put on defense. He can
in there. And he's on this line.
Yeah, put him on D-line. He could be a space eater. He don't need to be playing offensive line. He's not a dancer there.
Yeah, I think I love Eric DeCosta, but this is definitely one of the mistakes there.
Yeah. Horrible choice. Horrible choice.
All right, so let's talk about these.
Greg, what up?
There's a couple of injuries we need to talk about. Oh, snap! Ian Greg in the building.
What's that?
Yeah, man. Hey, we just chatted up about terrible offensive linemen.
Yeah.
You know anybody on the Ravens? Just there.
Shooting the guards. Keep shooting.
Yeah. He said, what's going on?
Amen, man.
So when it comes to injuries, man, we got a couple of them that are key. I mean, one of them is Marlowe. He could possibly end up having surgery on his fingers. And they could put him out for about 2 weeks. This is a key time to be able to do that because the competition is not as steep as it's going to be.
Right.
So I think if we put him out, if we were to sit Marlowe for the Browns and the Jets game and have him ready to go back against Jamar for that Bengals game, I think this would be a really good time to do that.
Yep.
And then on the other side of the ball, we got Bateman with an ankle injury, I believe.
Yeah, he said he got a high ankle sprain, but it may not. It may. Harb said that he could be back on Wednesday. It may not be as bad as they think it is.
Yeah. Hopefully getting like a second opinion or something, man. I mean, high ankle sprains back in the day used to be like season enders, but now it seems like people come back just like that.
But usually if it's a high ankle sprain, usually it's worse than a regular like ankle sprain. Like so, maybe him diagnosing himself wasn't the smartest thing, So Harb didn't say he had a high ankle sprain. He just said he could be back. It's not as bad because remember it happened in the third quarter, but yet he was out there in the fourth quarter catching the 2-point conversion. So it must not have been that bad. They just
And the good news is we have significant options to replace the guy with.
Yeah,
be another opportunity for a Nuke to get a couple more reps, and for Devontae Walker, for Kylan. We got guys ready to step up.
If you need to sit out, or if you got missed this week, it's not like we don't have pieces there.
Brooke ain't lying. Brooke is spot on here. I don't trust nothing Harm says about injuries. This is the reason we got to find $100,000.
Yep.
Because Harm's over here just like, is that the injury report?
Yep.
I ain't saying nothing.
Yep.
Matter of fact, don't even write that down. Don't write that down. Like, Harms, we have to report this. He practiced.
Yep.
No, but it was the scout team. That was a full practice. I saw it. You saw it. Everybody and their mama saw it right there. Full reps.
Yep.
Oh, boy, he is something else. Brooke says, yes, please give Nuke the ball. I'm begging. I'm with you, Brooke. I'm with you. This is an opportunity to move the chains a lot more with this guy because all he do is catch. He make amazing sideline catches. It's very concentrated catches, you know. You have people out there. I remember I used to watch Nate Burleson back in the day. And Nate would make a circus catch out this world. But when it comes to a dig, you'd be like, why he didn't catch that? Nuke is a guy who's going to have full concentration on every single catch. And I felt like he should have had more reps all season.
Yeah, that's true.
So, because we definitely we don't want to throw it Denzel Ward's way. Let's just call it spade a spade. We don't want to throw it over there. So we need to figure out, hey, is this the Isaiah Likely game?
Covering Zay anyway.
Yeah.
He always on Zay Flowers. Zay still get off, but he always on Zay anyway.
Brooks said he literally catches everything. I don't get why we're ignoring him, wasting my year with him.
He getting out there. He had a decent game this game. But
one thing I can appreciate about him is the humility. And you don't see him pulling a full-on Deontay Johnson. He knows when it's his time. He goes out there and he handles business.
And he understand. He said, like they interviewed him, he said, I'm not as young as I was, so I do what I
ain't as good as I once was.
But I think he really coaching up Tez. Like Tez need to get more time too.
And him too, yeah.
I mean, he was
out of 4 catches. He only had like 4 catches and 3 of them are touchdowns, right?
Yeah, he just was out because of the quad injury. But if Bate need to be out for some time, Tez is coming. Tez will do the job. So will Tyler. But Tez gonna do the job because he gonna stretch the field. I think all we want for Christmas is a new offensive line. It ain't too late. It ain't too late. Switch it down.
Just nuke what you got, and please give me Emory, give me Cleveland. I don't care which one you put where, because Cleveland is good whether you put him in left guard or right guard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't see Emory, but I was thinking maybe right guard, but who knows?
Yeah, well, look, apparently Coach Monken is excited about him and can't wait to see him out there. So that got me excited that maybe you might see him soon. He's even dressed. They even, they haven't dressed him yet. So
as soon as you say, "Hey, Coach, I'm fully healthy, I'm ready to rock," they just be like, "Hey, Danny boy, come here."
Yeah. Come on, we either gonna share these reps or we gonna switch. We gonna switch over. All right, I think they're probably gonna start out and try to share him. We gotta do something. Monday night football game is trash. You ain't lying.
I didn't even check. They said both of them asleep.
3-0. That's what's going on.
3-0, and it's been 2 hours.
Yeah, 3-0.
My goodness, hold on, let me go do this, man. 10. Green Bay and Philly is 3-0. That's sad. I got fantasy football player stuff. This is some bull.
That's it.
Oh boy. So let's talk about the next 6 games for these guys. So of course we got Browns. We at the Browns. Then we got the Jets coming to our house. The Bengals coming to the house. The Steelers coming to the house. And the Bengals again. And then the Patriots. If we had to take an L, which one of these do you see us taking an L against? None? Absolutely not, sir. I'm not playing this game.
I don't play this game. We can't afford to take no L's, B. No L's until we know the division is ours. Then we can take an L. Once the division out, you can take an L at the end of the season with Pittsburgh and be like and rush the players for the playoffs. That's the only L I'm allowing. Other than that, I need L Jack to do what he's done in the past and run off 10 straight, 15 straight like he's done it before. Just run them all. Just run them. No L's. We ain't gonna play this game. I ain't putting that out in the atmosphere.
He said no L. Okay. All right. Steelers. I give you their opponents versus the Bengals at the Bears. Versus the Bills at the Ravens versus the Dolphins and at the Lions. How many of those do you see them dropping?
Who they play? They play Bengals now.
Yeah, Bengals this week.
They I don't see them losing to them twice. So let
All
me
I can
get.
say is go Joe.
Even though I think Joe Burrow might play this week because he's back.
I want to see Joe Flacco lace him up again, man.
Yeah, I think Joe Burrow gonna play this week because he probably got word. Flacco balling. What you doing?
I'm about to say he in his practice window, and he might be a little nervous there with Flacco here doing his thing. Then you got the Bears with Caleb Williams. I'm gonna be honest with you, I just don't believe in Caleb. I'm sorry,
that offense is suspect, bro. I think this might be. I think Aaron. They might lose. Mm-hmm. They should have went out and got another receiver. They believe that they had two good ones. I mean, they believe they have a number two, but they don't honestly. I like DK Metcalf, but I don't think he's the number one receiver. He's not AJ Brown.
You can see the strengths that they have in Jaylen Warren. That guy is something else. He can really, when they lean on that guy to move the ball, that offense is pretty dang good.
Yeah, they can run the ball pretty well, but what you gonna do when you can't run the ball? That's what it looked like yesterday.
And it's just I thought Calvin Austin III, when you get him rolling, you put him on a couple of drags, slants.
Yeah, but he's dropping the ball too. You saw him drop that pick.
Yeah,
I think my man almost took it to the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's inconsistent. I don't think Metcalf has never been truly consistent. He had maybe his second year he was dominant. He just looked like a transformer, but he's not no Calvin Johnson. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know who else. Who else they play after that? They play Chicago. I think they made
Chicago, and then they got the Bills.
And they had the Bills. I think they may lose. I think they're gonna lose that. Yeah. They're playing at Buffalo.
They are playing at home.
Okay.
Home versus Bills. Then they got us, and we at our house. They come into our house.
Yeah, we got we going. That's gonna that win. If we beat them, and then go ahead, we play the Steelers. Then we play them. Play the Bengals. Then we play them, correct? And then we play the Bengals again.
Mm-hmm. We play the Steelers, Bengals, Steelers. Oh no, the Bengals, Steelers, Bengals, and then Patriots.
Bengals, Steelers, Bengals.
Yeah.
If we win, which we can do, we win all of these games. We beat the Steelers in that game. I think that's going to define that'll decide that game right there. That first game against is going to define the division. All we're going to have to do is beat the Bengals on time. I think we'll lock the division up. Then by the time we play in New England and Green Bay, we're trying to look for. Now you're looking about seeding. Where you gonna be?
I want to beat the daggone Patriots so bad because my life partner is a huge.
Is she from New England?
No, so this is how she became a Patriots fan. Somebody thought because
Brady story.
Yeah, they thought she was freaking that she should be a Seahawks fan. And one thing about my wife, you can't tell her nothing.
Yeah.
Like walking a wallaby. You just hold the chain and you hope. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, they told her that she was gonna be a Seahawks fan because she was geographically located close to them. She was from Oregon. She said right in front of these people while they was watching the game, who is the team that's the furthest away from Washington? Because she could not stand Washington. And they said Dolphins. They said Patriots. And she said, I'm a Patriots fan. From that point forward, she was a Patriots fan. That same night, guess who gets hurt and guess who walks in? Drew Bledsoe gets hurt. Tom Brady walks in. This girl ain't seen losing until the last couple of years. And now they back on top again. And you know what she's doing?
She just lucky. she just lucky.
I mean, when she was quiet, she was smoky for a little while. So she was acting like Smokey for a little while.
Yeah.
He was like, when they losing, I be quiet.
Yeah.
He was like, when they win, I'm gonna be talking to you.
Yeah. I'll be back again.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I really want that W, big time, so I can least get a little bragging rights, a little respect around the house again, because she was giving me crap about losing so bad. Then of course my son, he ain't no help. Y'all already know what he do. We
Yeah.
went to that game and he gave me heck. Ooh. We was in that stadium when Lamar and the thing was, like I said, I ain't mean to say it looked like Lamar quit, but like when you sit in the stadium, there's no commentary, and all you see is Cooper Rush. You're like, what? Hey, hold up, man! Like it's third quarter, bro. And sure enough, we just like, oh, we didn't know what was going on. All we knew was Cooper Rush is in, Lamar's out, so we're all heartbroken as fans and stuff. So yeah, it was crushing, man. And then I had to go drive home. Luckily, my son is easily entertained by tablets and just didn't really care about the games. I didn't catch too much crap. I caught it through the parking lot from the fans and from him a little bit, which was fun to watch because there was a lot of people high-fiving him or whatever. So that was cool to see. But, once he got back into the vehicle, he was stuck on a tablet and the phone. He didn't care nothing about like ripping me or whatever the whole way home or whatever. So that was cool. Anyway, so if let's just say, we go on this run, right? We continue to get these W's.
Mm-hmm.
Right now we are 4-5. They're 5-4. They let's say Joe Flacco gets a hold of them, and they pull out the W, or they pull out still a second L. So that puts us they'll be at 5-5, and then we can be at 5-5 if we can pull this thing off against Chillimack this Sunday.
Bro, I think I'm sorry to cut you off. I really think that Joe Burrow gonna start this week because I really think that they feel like they still got a chance.
Yeah,
to make it even at 3-6. Like I feel like, especially coming off a bye, you know what I mean. I feel like
what was the injury again? Was it elbow? Was it?
No, yeah, turf toe.
Turf toe. Okay, yeah. I mean, you ain't got to be too mobile. It just got to hope that line. You hope that offensive line hold up for him.
Yeah, it's that ligament in the toe ain't had to heal up, but
also you got to think about if they able to hold that line and make it look decent for Joe Flacco, they should be able to make it look decent for Joe Burrow.
Either that, but Flack was getting rid of that ball. He didn't care. He got no cares in the world, bro. Flack's like, I'm throwing.
I got nothing to lose. Still can't believe this man threw 470 yards in one game for a touchdown. That's crazy. But they lost. But still, that's insane. That lets you know we might not have done right by Joe back in the day by not getting him a wide receiver his entire career, except for
I think it's a scheme. He had receivers. The scheme was trash. Like the best scheme he had was with when we won the Super Bowl with Caldwell, and then that might have been a little bit too complex for him. But his best season was with Kubiak. So should have tried to keep somebody from that tree. So that's why he's excelling in this is the Kubiak system.
Like I just imagine back in the day, Joe Flacco with T.O. When we was trying to get him that first time. Joe Flacco with a drafted Des Johnson. Or Des Bryant, excuse me, Des Bryant. But they drafted him, and I know we was trying to wait till he slid to us, but we should have moved up for that one. We moved out of that slot, and that's what happened with Tim Tebow was drafted that year with our pick. It's craziness. Anyway, Justin is here, man. What's up, man?
What up, Justin?
Says Burrow trying to play against the Ravens. So they said that'll be day 17 or 22 out of the window.
He trying to play Sunday. He ain't. I know he trying to play against Steelers. He trying to play this. If they wait until then, they definitely out the playoffs. I don't even. Just he gonna try to play against the Steelers. That 21 window, that 21 day window is 2 days. It's 4 days.
They 4-5 right now as well, right?
Friday, bro.
Or they 3-5.
Huh?
What's the record right now? 3-5, 4-5.
They can activate him by Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And he can play. They still feel like they got a chance. The reason why I bet you the reason why they feel like they got a chance because Pittsburgh lost.
Yeah.
So they feel like
it's anybody's like right now. It's anybody's right now because Pittsburgh losing.
Yeah. So by the time that's 3 games down the line. So he come back by then. What's the use of him coming back? Like he's not gonna come back just for that game. I don't care if he plays or not. To be honest with you, I just want us to tear up everybody. Nobody get
good point, bro.
Yes.
Defense is definitely trash for the Bengals, and we saw that definitely. No matter how much Joe Flacco put up, Chicago was able to just shred through them like they were cutting through butter.
Yeah, they might play their best game after having Chase Brown come out saying something, because I'm sure they hashed it out during the bye week. But
oh yeah, they were probably fighting like the Temptations on
there. Like, my man, you talking about us?
Like, man, we out here playing our hearts out. And he probably looked at them and was like, y'all playing defense? No, they can't see. Ain't nobody come see you, Otis. This is about the offense here, but I need y'all to do something.
He just when you talk like that though, just don't mess up. Mm-hmm. Don't mess up, because
they gonna come for him.
Yeah, look, it's different. It's different if Jamal mess up, because Jamal like all pro, all everything. Chase Brown ain't all everything. Chase Brown done fumbled the ball plenty of times. Just don't mess up, bro. Because then the defense
got a lot of speed. You know, I like if he was on a different team, different scheme, I'd be rooting for him.
Yeah.
Just over there, it's tough to root for him, but at the same time, you can see he's got talent. But yeah, you can see the mistakes. Yeah. It's just, that's discipline. Like I said, with all these teams, we saw it with the Vikings. We're gonna see it with the Browns. These are teams that are highly penalized in the league. Like I said, 63 penalties for the Browns so far. We got 49. We got 49. So
10-0 Eagles. This is the worst game ever.
If I got to tell you, who was it?
I don't even know. Got the touchdown. I just know
Saquon, maybe.
I don't even know.
Need to see something, man. Let's see here. First TD comes in with Hurts, 36-yard pass to Smith in the fourth quarter. That is bad football.
Yeah. The defense is balling both ends. But that's about it.
Here we are, folks. We are coming up on our time here, and I am going to do it. I'm going to beat her. Beat to it. There it is.
What game ready? Bang. Gotcha.
I did it. I'm so happy I was able to beat it to it. I just want to, I want to thank God for the opportunity.
Gotcha.
She's like, I'm here. Like,
gotcha, bro. You too late. You late, bro. No. Don't do it now. Don't do it now. No. Don't do it now.
Yes, it is time. She said, she said, I'm still one. You're lagging. Lies.
All lies. That clock was up there for a good 20 seconds before you be up there. Get out of here, lying. Lagging in your lives. You lagging.
Well, any final thoughts here when it comes to keys to victory against the Browns?
Against the Browns, play great defense. We need to cause as many turnovers as possible. I don't care who. If Dylan is in there, I love Shador, but I don't love him because he played for the Browns right now. So don't let him get nothing, man. Just kill him early. Like, blow him out from the door. Don't let him get nothing.
I think, two things. Run the ball at Myles Garrett, because he's running. He's going to be playing the arch. He's going to be running the arc the whole time. So I say run it at him. And then, of course, make Dylan Gabriel make him screw all the way up.
Listen. The teams that are not good, you have to destroy. I know it's a division game, but we can't. We can't play these type of, like, you can't be. There's no like they said. I was watching one of the shows. There's no letdown when you play in a division game.
Okay. You can't play down to the level of your opponent.
Yeah, you can't do that with a division game, because it's a division game. That's the whole purpose. You gotta play your game. So ain't no
you cannot Miami this, so you can't, Buffalo this up,
Like Buffalo going down there, getting the doors blown off by them is one thing.
Yeah, they had expectations walking into that game and walked out with a reality check.
Exactly. They got down to Miami and still in Miami. It was at the beach. It wasn't in the field. It wasn't on the field. That's the problem.
They still in Miami. Coach got the wrong defensive mentality. You got the wrong discipline mentality. They're probably partying up down there.
Yeah. Get off the beach, bro.
Well, shoot, there it is, folks. Hey, just know that we rocking with you. The flock is here. We glad y'all here. Couch Rider Raven, Cam Rue, we rocking this thing. Please hit the like button, hit subscribe, and smack that bell so you know when it's going down. Brooks got one last comment. She says, assaulting us with that big thing, the clock.
Don't be fresh. Don't be fresh, Brooke. Little freak.
Lord. Brooke over here is putting it out there.
Little freak.
All right, man. Well, with that said, we 2 claps.
Oh, we haven't seen Lisa.
Oh, is she here?
No, she said anybody seen Lisa.
Oh, yeah. I don't know where the heck Lisa is, man. I know she was going through some treatment, so I'm hoping things are going well.
She's all well. She's well.
Yeah. All right. Keep on your prayers, y'all. Here we go. We're going to end the show now. Like I said, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, smack the bell, share with a friend. And we'll see you guys hopefully next week.
Yes, sir.
We do a post-game show for the Browns versus Ravens, man. That's it. 2 claps. Fade to black.
Salute. Peace.
Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. We gon' ride out. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White of rap for the beat, though.